Hello friends, in this video we're gonna learn about data types and variables. Okay, why we use data types and variable? Because we have to store some data to process in our program. Okay, to get some results. So that's why we use data types and variable, because we create program to store and process data. Okay, so how can we do that? We have different types of data like integer. Okay, to store any number, and the other data type is double or float. Okay, so integer are long. Let me explain it to you all. Okay, and char for storing single character, and the other one is boolean, and the last one is string. Okay, so you can see the mostly used okay data types are integer are long. Okay, integer have some limits like if integer have a limit -3 to, it's just for your information. Okay, -3 to 3. Okay, the long have much deeper limit like -10 to 10. Okay, like that. It's not the exact number, it's just for your information, like why we use int. And if we have very large number, okay, then we store in long. Okay, otherwise we store in it. Long is also integer type. Okay, same like that. Double range much higher than float. Okay, float is directly to integer. Okay, only the limit issue. Okay, otherwise not an issue. Chars only store a character like a b c d, any character. If we want to store in our program and process, like student cgp. Okay, if we have to store it, we use char. If we check if our student is pass or not, okay, so we use boolean. It only store true. Okay, true or false. And the string is used to store any character array like this one. Okay, you can store any data in string. Okay, so let understand, okay, how to declare a variable and how to assign value to it. Okay, so first of all, let we create a program that stores user information. Okay, a student information, student info. So first of all, we have to store the id. So id is student id. How can we assign a value to it? Okay, we have to, first of all, we have to tell java what is the data type. Okay, what's the data type we are using. We use integer type data. Okay, because id is not too big. Okay, so that's why we use integer like 43. And then height, what's the data type of height. Okay, so we're gonna use float. Okay, 5.8, and we have to put f because this one is our floating point number. Okay, and then grade. Okay, or cgpa. It also type float cgpa, which is 4 point, sorry, 2.6 like, and we have to put f at the end. Okay, because this one is floating type. And then grade. Okay, So grade is type char, and we have to assign some value. We have to put any character, okay, single character in single quotation, okay. And grade is E, and the last one username, okay. Student name is like, we have to declare a variable name. And data type is string, okay, because we have to put a string type because our name is type string, okay. So Ali, that's all. So how can we print in the console, okay. S out, okay. You can see I put uh, IntelliSense in my IDE. You can see in the tools, options, and code completion, okay. You have to select Java, and you have to check these both and apply, okay. Apply and okay. So it will also hint you, okay. So you just have to type S out, and once you print tab, auto write system.out.println, okay. So first of all we have to print id, which is equal id. You simply need to copy and put it here. So we have to put height here, and height, and then CGPA. Grade, and last one is name, okay. So why I use plus here? This is a syntax in Java, okay. That concatenate, that merge, okay. You can see the value will be here, okay. So we use plus sign to concatenate with this string, okay. Like let me show you an example string, user info, okay, which is equal to, you have to put a string like that, and then you have to use plus sign, okay, and name, and then plus sign, and age, plus age, okay. So this is how you can integrate, okay, concatenate the data into one string, okay. So that's why we use plus sign to concatenate this data with the id to print in a particular line, okay. So let first run this one and check what's the output. You can see id, height, cgpa, okay, grade E. So if I would change the value, okay, like id is equal to 23, what will be printed? Variable whose value change during the program execution. It's execute line by line, okay, statement by statement. First of all, what's the value in id 43? So when this statement executed, it override the value, okay. So 43 is replaced with 23. So that's why we called it variable whose value change during the program execution. You can see it's 23 now, and you may change the name. You have to declare one time, okay. You can't re-declare, like you have to declare only one time string name, okay. Once you have to assign value, you don't need to declare the data type again, okay. So you can see name is changed, CGPA 3.3, and you have to put F to show its floating point. So you can see our values gonna change during the program execution. Okay. So like you have to create a program that print student 4 or 2 semester grade. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to print S out and tab here and semester 01 C GPA and grade. Okay. You can see I simply copy it and paste it here. Okay. And here we just need to change the variable values only. Let me tell you how you can do this. You just need to remove the data types. Okay. And once I run this program, sorry, we have to change the semester 1 to 2 here. Okay. And we have to change the values like 2.7, 2.9, grade is D, and once I run it again, you can see what's the output. You can see student semester 1 CGPA 43, height is constant. Okay. ID is also static because we don't need to change the student information. Okay. We only need to change the student CGPA and grade. Okay.